In this video, we're going to be discussing the steps involved in connecting with your child on an emotional level. There are 5 steps to the emotional awareness process. Author John Gottman has explained these 5 steps in the best-selling book, Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child. Let's get started. Step number 1 is being aware of your child's emotion. Consider this fun analogy. We know about the superheroes, right? Batman, Superman. If there was a superhero by the name Y-Man, what do you think his superpower would be? Yeah, you guessed it right. As his name suggests, his superpower would be to ask the question, why? Leading psychologists from around the world suggest that the most important question you could ask yourself or your child is the question of why. Let me explain. When was the last time you questioned yourself as to why you were doing the thing that you were doing? When was the last time you questioned yourself or your child as to why they are feeling what they are feeling? When was the last time you questioned yourself as to why you are married to your spouse? You get the point. Asking the simple but critical question of why can shed light on many life situations. As parents, we should be asking this question regularly to understand our children better and to connect with them on a deeper level. If your child throws a tantrum in the middle of a mall, instead of yelling, take a step back and ask, why is your son feeling the need to throw the tantrum? If you find your child not behaving properly in a social scenario, ask yourself why, and better yet, ask your child why. Life can become difficult very easily for children. As parents, we have their life experiences to back our thought process, but children do not have that. So, learning to look at things from our child's perspective is the first step towards emotional coaching for parents. Truth is that the superpower of Y-Man is within us all. We can use it to focus on our children to help them on the emotional roller coaster. So, start asking the question why more often. Step number 2, recognize the emotion as an opportunity for intimacy and teaching. For many parents, seeing their child in a negative state makes them feel uncomfortable. Many parents tend to avoid the situation in hopes that it will get better automatically. Whatever might be the situation, ignoring these emotions will not do any good for parents or children. It would also help if parents can identify these emotionally intense situations in the early stage and address it immediately to avoid any future mess. For example, if you know you need to take your child to your dentist next month and your child is uncomfortable going to the dentist, it would be beneficial not to wait till your child is on the dentist table and making an unavoidable scene. It would benefit to sit and talk with the child about the dentist visit and ease any discomfort the child has in his mind as soon as possible. Step number 3. Listening empathetically and validating the child's feeling. Of all the 5 steps, author says that this is the most important one and the hardest one to master for most parents. Author also points out that listening with an intent to understand is what is known as empathetic listening. Trying to understand the meaning behind the words spoken by your child through promptly paying attention to their body language, facial expression, pauses. All these can help connect with your child on a deeper level. Because you'll be then listening from your heart as the center, you'll not be listening from your ear as the center. You'll be listening to understand and not to respond. To put this step to practice, next time when you believe there is a situation or problem, just reflect on the emotion that you believe your child is showing. For example, if your child is feeling sad because her dad suddenly was shouting at her for no reason, instead of taking sides, just reflect on the sadness exhibited by the child. Just be a gentle mirror and reflect on the emotion. Step number 4, helping the child verbally label the emotions. For example, if a pet dies at home, children who face this situation for the first time in life will not understand the emotion they feel at that moment. The gloomy, vague sadness lingering feeling in their hearts can seem terrifying for a child who does not know what they are feeling is actually grief, and that grief normally goes away as time passes by. Labeling can help children ease this uncomfortable feeling. A lot of scientific studies point to the fact that process of labeling emotion does have beneficial effect on the nervous system and that it can help ease their mind. Be a guide in naming the emotion they are feeling and help your child explore the range of emotions from frustration, rage, confusion, betrayal, jealousy, emptiness, gloominess, happy, ecstatic, you name it. Step number 5. Setting limits while helping the child problem solve. Helping the child problem solve by exploring the various possible solutions without compromising on family values. Truth is that when children throw tantrum or feel intense emotion in response to a situation, there is a certain desirable outcome that they would like to achieve. In your efforts to problem solve with your child, author recommends that you be a guide and help the child come up with the choices of their own and never ever select the best choice for them, and let the children decide on what sort of solution they think would be best for them. This way they will get to learn. As easy as this may sound, it's very difficult for many parents to keep up, as it's much easier for us to choose what we think is best for others, especially our children. Going the extra mile to train kids to connect with their emotions can be equally vexing for parents as well. This is where implementing the 5 steps to emotional coaching will help. The information contained within this video is derived from the book Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child by author John Gottman. If you would like to read the entire book, we can guarantee that you will be able to find a lot of new insights on parenting. Purchase link can be found in the description below. Now, for the question of the day. As a parent, what do you think is the hardest emotional situation you had to face or currently facing with your child? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. We strongly believe this video can benefit a lot of parents, so our request for you as a viewer is to help us spread this knowledge by sharing this video on social media. Take care of your child. We'll see you in the next parenting video.